Welcome to Gouache with Anne. Today I'm painting in Montreal.
I'm standing in front of a building that's in La Fontaine Park. It was built in 1932. I really enjoyed drawing architecture. I think it might be because my dad's an architect, so I always grew up with him drawing and also him talking about buildings. So many activities. In the summer it's a wonderful place to come with all the trees, so it provides lots of shade. In the winter we come and we go cross-country skiing, and of course I always am passing this building and I see it at all the different times. I've done quite a few sketches of it.
It's always hard to start a painting when you have a white sheet of paper. My drawing is there, but in order to loosen up a bit and get going, I like to block in colors very quickly and not super accurately. And then after that, I'll start working in a more methodical way. I decide that in this painting, because the building is in the background, I will work on it first. I'll put in the shadows and then I'll start to work on all the details and I'll completely finish it, and then after that I'll be able to put the trees which are in front of it, I'll put it over top. I decide to change the color of the shadows to a more greeny or gray, and then I've also penciled in the outlines of the details of the windows and the doors so that I can be a little more accurate in where I put those. Painting buildings when the sun is at an angle where there is light and shadow on the building can help to define the structure of the building itself. When I'm doing details on a building like this, I find that I like to use my number 2 watercolor brush. With the gouache, I can get it a little bit more watery and then it flows a lot more easily. Once I have my base colors down for the building, the shadows, and the main color of the building itself, I really enjoy working on the details. It's really good to have a shorthand for some of the features like the windows. It's also important to remember that this is a really small painting, so the details will be very loose. With the shadows, I like to put in lots of different shadow colors. Here I'll be working with a dark green and various shades of green, probably put in some blue and some reds as well. When you're painting trees, it's really important to understand the underlying structure of the tree. So take a moment and maybe pull out a piece of paper and just draw the tree, basically the branches, the way the trunk is, and the way the branches come off of the trunk. At this stage in the painting, sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit lost. There's still so much to do. So I have to step back and think, well, what is it that I'm really concentrating on right now, and what is it that I really would like to make sure that I get right? In this area, I'm working on the dappled light, which I think is a really great part of this painting and one of the reasons why I liked this scene. So I'll just keep working away at it. I know that little by little, it will look better and better. And that's the key, to just keep going. One thing I'm thinking about when I'm doing the leaves on the trees is the shades of the green. I like to have different shades. I like to have the darks and the lights. I also like to make sure that I have cool greens and warm greens. The cool greens would have the blues, more blue in it, and the warm greens would have more of the yellow and the oranges. One thing when you're doing the leaves on the trees that you should avoid is trying to paint each leaf individually. Gouache tends to dry darker with light colors and lighter with dark colors. So here I am, I'm going in and I'm darkening the trunk of the tree because I want it to be have a nice contrast when I start to put in the light from the sun that's shining onto the trunks. The tree in the foreground is an important part of the painting, and the light on the tree, it creates an almost abstract pattern. I know that the flower pots in the background near the building are quite small, but I really like the little pops of black, and when I add a bit of color for the flowers that are in the pots, that also is a nice little pop. I'll finish the painting off by adding some sky holes and some white highlights in the tree leaves. It gives a really nice sparkle to the painting. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below if you don't want to miss out on any new videos. Comment if you have any questions and I'd be happy to answer them. Like the video and keep watching either the next video on the left or playlist on the right. See you next time.